Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome back. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Roman Empire in our new mission tree that we've just unlocked here. Culture conversion cost 40%. Roma, culture conversion cost 40%. Home of Rome. All cultures are Roman in the Italy region, which will give us culture conversion costs and a bunch of other stuff for the rest of the game. So that's pretty good. So all we need to do is culture convert this stuff. So let's take a look here. How long will it take? Still 390. Yeah, that is unfortunate, man. Let's yoink that there and see. Does that make it shorter? 380. So let's do a little bit of exploitation of development over here. If that will make it a little bit faster for us to culture convert, because that's the main travesty of it, is that the time doesn't go down, even though the amount does, the amount of cost, because it's not cost that's really getting us. It's the time. We don't have that much time, right? We are the Roman Empire. We've reformed the Roman Empire as Byzantium, the true successor state of Rome, of course. The true Rome, Constantinople. But yeah, so let's try that, and then let's just see what sort of culture conversion we can get going on here. 30 months. Oh yeah. Let's do this. Convert the Isles, of course. And this is incredible how cheap this is. Obviously, we need to culture convert these guys as well. So let's make sure that we are saying over here. And go all the way down the line. And we also need to take a look at what's going on our mission tree here, because we have a new mission tree that we need to also explore. And continue down this row. Stiopa seemed very excited for me to get into this. So let's take a look. At the very top here, we got the new Roman Empire. All provinces in the Maghreb region, Egypt region, South Germany region. It's owned by me, which will give me movement speed and governing capacity plus 100. And then we can get into the rest of this stuff. Ooh, looks like we're not really going to be able to explore a whole lot of this, because we really do plan on wrapping this up here soon. But that is all fine and dandy. In fact, I think this is probably the last episode. I've been going back and forth on it. The Roman culture is interesting. Let's see how much stuff we can get converted here before the end of the episode, though. We're going to obviously take a look through it and see what kind of fun stuff we can come up with all that stuff. So trading in a bunch of stuff sounds good. So our national idea is unrest, Diplo rep +2, stab 20. It's not bad. Force limit 15, infantry combat is good, production efficiency, tax, and the CCR. CCR is nice. It's not super useful, but it is nice nonetheless. Have some rebels. I don't care about them. Look at these guys, man. 600,000. They can handle it. Even Hungary's got 100,000. Our administrative region. Contribute to the capital. Sure, man. I don't even care. I'm over the limit. Do I care? No. I'm gonna purposely not do it. Look at this. Oh, every month that goes by, we're losing 12 mil mana. How does that make you guys feel? Absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty. Continue to build these guys as well, because why not? No reason not to. Oh, we are lagging big time while we got this UI open. Pretty crazy. I'm curious how much money we're making from trade now after we've finished up all of our conquests over here. Looks like I actually lost a missionary as well. Not sure why. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not a huge deal. And even if these guys are not giving me a whole lot of money... Oh, wait, these are cathedrals. What am I doing? That's definitely the wrong building. Haha. Oh, well, I don't care. It's fine. But I will build a couple more of these guys. They're not in my land, but... Anyways... Everything is cored up, and we are just kind of chilling here. And some of these conversions are going very quickly, especially the stuff up here. Looks like I also need to culture convert these two provinces as well for our mission, but that's okay. Man, thank you guys so much for such a wonderful campaign. I have had so much fun with this run. I have just, like, from the very beginning all the way to current, I have had such a wonderful time. I am thankful for each and every one of you, and you guys have made this campaign fun. honestly. The comments have been the part that has really like kept me going. The little tidbits of information from history, the you know, is interesting like historical events, spreading more information around about the culture of the Roman Empire and how, you know, Greek versus Roman versus, you know, Byzantine was Greek, the Eastern Roman Empire and all that stuff. It's funny though, because there's also a lot of really interesting sort of debates that came up where people were, you know, passionately arguing their side of how they felt things should be, how history should be told, so to speak. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, no, it's a very interesting concept. The concept of like the Roman Empire sort of migrating into Anatolia and the Balkans, you know? Weird to think about it, but is essentially what happened. They got exiled. 460 months. Yeah, it's not going to happen, man. Not going to happen. But we'll see what we can do here, like I said. We're probably going to go another few years. Sure, trade efficiency. I like trade efficiency. I'll just take the tech whenever we can. It doesn't bother me. Revolution's still popping over here. I could attack them. I doubt my boys would march on over there, but no, they actually I know they would because the AI always does that stuff. But highlights of the campaign. Leave your comment down below. What do you think? What's your favorite thing about this campaign that we did here? I think my personal favorite was our random Commonwealth PU because that was pretty nutty. Cuban Colombia here. Cuba owns Colombia. That's cool. Cuba. That's not good name placement. We got Chile over here, California over here, Alaska over here, Pawnee over here. Florida is independent? No, they are still a colony of Spain. Spain, by the way, whose capital is over here in Papua New Guinea. Interesting. Liguria, Indochina. I thought that was a formable for a moment. Very funny stuff. But yes, as far as idea groups go, we can let time flow while we're looking through this. Idea groups expanded, great mod. Like I said, it's not actually part of the extended family of mods. Expanded, rather. But it is a great mod nonetheless. I definitely recommend it. I think it complements the pack very well. National propaganda we took early on so we could get that culture conversion cost. The foreign court duration also helps with unrest a bit, so that's fine. Yeah. I thought it was overall a pretty good one. The war taxes cost is fine. I mean, we've had war taxes going the entire campaign with for free. So, you know, that's pretty good. What do we want to go for our last one? Let's go with a mill group because obviously. Engineering is one I've been working on a couple of streams. 20% movement speed, construction time, fort defense, construction cost, dev cost, land attrition, siege ability, fort maintenance, more siege ability, blockade impact on siege, and supply limit. All pretty good stuff. Also, I think this military academy is a very strong one as well. Let's take a look. What do we want to go? I don't really care one way or the other. The fact that you can raid with Cossack ideas is nuts, including coasts of countries with the same religion. I think military academy sounds good. More generals, or better generals, right? Let's just rip through this here. Look at that. You can take almost all of them right then and there. Not bad at all. Not enough policies over here, apparently, but it is what it is. Let's revoke you, keep you. We don't need you either. Don't need you. Just trying to take a look at the better ones over here. Land force limit, manpower recovery. What about that? Ideas cost. I should have taken that before I took all these. Would have saved me some mana. 150 mana per idea. That's not bad at all. Oh no, Holland joined our coalition. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, then Christian ideas, which is essentially religious ideas for Christians. Offensive, it's essentially the same thing. Siege ability was the major thing. Discipline, yearly army professionalism, which kept us topped out at 100 basically the entire game. That was pretty strong. Standing army gave us more siege ability, infantry combat ability, cost of army, regiment, drill cost, and all that stuff. All really good stuff. Then we went into absolutism, mostly for the admin cost, but the dev cost, autonomy, cooldown change, that's all fine. Harsh treatment cost is really strong. Maximum absolutism. All powers cost, just so many good modifiers in this. Trade, because trade is overpowered. This is the vanilla trade. More money is good money, though, as far as I'm concerned. Humanist, because I wanted the years of separatism so we could get more culture conversions, right? If you take a look here, I bet we can culture convert even more now. As you can see here. Not going to happen anytime soon, but we might as well begin it, right? I mean, we're way far ahead on cost, on Diplotech, so there's no reason not to take it. There we go. And continue it. I mean, why not? Oh no, people are entering our coalition. Oh no. Our max force limit, almost 700,000. It's crazy. It's actually insane. I can't even comprehend it. And the Roman culture is still spreading. It looks like almost all the Castilian cultures have embraced it. We are now done with that, so that's cool. Sure, an extra merchant. I like merchants. National unrest. Can I get another merchant? Ship trade power. Let's go with that one. And then more land leader pips. Shock damage. I think that's what I had before, actually. Land leader siege. Fire. Recruitment time and manpower recovery speed. Those are all fine. I'd probably go with that one. Sadly, not so many Diplo policies, but yeah, that's all good. Austria's entered our coalition. It's all fine and dandy. Yeah, I think that's probably a good place to call it, you know? I think this is good. I've been trying to let time go so we can do some more conversion. But yeah, this is our culture conversion map mode. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got literally all of Anatolia, all of the Balkans, most of the Levant, all except for Cairo. Cairo is still holding on to that Egyptian culture. Tunis as well, Castile, a lot of the bit of that. And then all this stuff over here will really rip through. That's good. It looks like our what's it called? Our client state we had over here was good. Welsh is Roman. Don't forget it. Welsh is Roman. And a little bit of the Croatian stuff. The New World, as we looked at a minute ago, mostly colonial still. California, Alaska are independent. Cuba, independent. Chile, independent. Peru, independent. It looks like, as far as colonial stuff goes, it was mostly Spain. Spain was the powerhouse. We have a strong Manchu, strong Ming. Looks like Manchu is actually eating Ming currently. A couple of blobs. No one blob took over all of India, which you see quite often. Somalia, a formidable tag over here. Pretty cool. As far as this stuff goes, we are by far the first world power by about 4 times. Then Spain, Ming, Great Britain, VJ, and then under 1,000 Somalia, Cuba, and Manchu. But I'm interested about Somalia. That's a cool tag. I've not really explored much with the formables expanded. So if you guys have experienced any sort of that, let me know how you feel about all that stuff. Let's take a look at our religion map mode as well. I'm sure you guys love to see that. Beautiful. My favorite is up here, Orthodox. Rate my Britain, right? Rate my Britain. So let's take a look at our timeline. We started off as just this guy right here, little Byzantium, right? And we didn't attack right away, and we had a couple of people that were kind of critiquing that. But I don't know. If you guys have some screenshots, share them. Our first breaking out of the Ottomans. Sorry about that little cough. But yeah, Serbia encroached. We released Bulgaria, reconquested a bit, reconquested some land over here. Around this time, I think we got a... I can't remember exactly. We were having a hard time breaking out because the Mams took this province, of course. Around this time, I think we had this big war with Genoa, which included Venice, and we sieged down Venice. Right around now, after we kicked full annex the Ottomans before 1500. Feels really good, man. Yes, and then around this time we annexed Genoa, so we're looking pretty good. And then we started taking big chunks out of these guys because this is when we started working through our religious ideas. And this was when we were kind of eyeballing the Mams, and we're like, man, we really need to do this. But before that, let's take a bite out of Kandar, right? I think Wallachia as well. So yeah, a little bit of growth here. Albania was our vassal. Took a bite out of this, but this is when they enforced peace on us, or I said they were going to join. So we came up here, attacked Wallachia, very good border growth. Same with Herzegovina. And then I think around this time was when we pushed we attacked these guys over here. I think we annexed Ramazan. This was around the time we had our first war with the Mams. Right there. Yep. Took the state of Palestine, Jerusalem. Mostly was the reason, so we could get religious conversion. We finally got into Naples over here, and then this, I think around now is when we were finishing up our Christian ideas. So then we started really busting through a lot of these Sunni countries over here, just full annexing them in their entirety, and also kind of ping-ponging back and forth. Borders looking pretty good for 100 years into the game. Again, Syria was our vassal, and we full annexed Dalkadir, Kandar, Trebizond, and Poland over here was just kind of munching through Hungary. More conquest over here. Around this time, we took all of that down there. I think around now is when we got our first chunk out of Spain, if I recall correctly, while we were converting all this stuff over here, grabbing all that, following our mission tree for the most part. Got our foothold in the boot of Italy, and I think right around now, we took that. Oh, another war with the Egyptians, of course, with the Mams. And Croatia was a personal union around this time, and around this time, I vassalized Hungary as well. After we took all these islands from Spain, I think we vassalized Hungary and ate some clay back for him from the Commonwealth after we ate more of Egypt and Mamluks down here. I think it was right about now. Let me see here. Nope, more land over here from Spain. Aragon was our vassal. And more clay from here. That's some good name placement right there. Vassalized Hungary. I think it was actually even a diplo-vassalized. We finally took Rome from Tuscany. And then we took a ton of clay from the Commonwealth in a reconquest war. Aragon was a vassal, and we started integrating them pretty soon after we took all of his cores back. Same big war with Genoa, because he was part of the HRE, so kind of annoying, but we made it work. Hungary is a vassal at this point. Croatia is a personal union at this point. We took all of Wallachia, and around this point, we got a random personal union on the Commonwealth, which allowed us to very convincingly start stomping these guys. Here we're gonna take a big chunk out of the Maghreb here. We finally annexed Aragon, and so now we're starting to go on a push for that Mare Nostrum here. We threatened him for this province, ate a huge chunk of Spain because we needed that for a mission. And then Kalmyk popped out. I didn't see them, so that's cool. Annexed Venice. And then around now, soon we took some forts from Spain, a little bit of Bordeaux, but it was to make it easier for conquest in the future. Pretty soon we ate Naples and a bit of Tuscany, and then a big chunk out of Savoy. I think after we annexed Spain. Big chunk out of Savoy, annexed Spain. Big chunk out of France, released Gaul, and who is a client state, of course. And then we full annexed Milan. Around this time we got a personal union on Russia. And then ate a big chunk out of France. And no, it was just kind of rinse and repeat. You know, once you get into late game, that's it. And then around this time, we got a big war with, there we go. Finland popped out for some reason, probably from an event. Annexed Gaul, annexed France, annexed Portugal, I believe, and Galicia. And then we annexed most of Britain. And then we released Croatia because we couldn't annex him because he hated me forever. So then we just released him, attacked him, and full annexed him. Annexed Holland, annexed Mesopotamia. And around now, we formed the Roman Empire and finished up as much culture learning as we could. Lads, thank you again. Thank you so much for a wonderful campaign. I hope that you guys enjoyed half as much as I did, exploring the intricacies of latent trade goods and trade goods expanded, kind of guiding your conquest based on that. I think is really interesting and adds a lot of dynamic to the game. I think that missions expanded is cool. It didn't affect us in this campaign mostly because Byzantium doesn't have a mission tree, but there's plenty of them that do. I recommend you check out the expanded family missions tree. The expanded family mod pack. It's going to be linked in the description, as well as my Discord, my Twitter. I really do recommend, if you're interested, that you check out the Patreon. Patreon is the best way to support my channel. If you want to, and you find it within your means, the Patreon support is what allows me to really do what I do and to really thrive on YouTube as a platform. And if you want to check us out over at twitch.tv/Chewyshoot, all that stuff is huge. But that's all I got for you today. Imperium Romanum. This is Chewyshoot, and I will catch you guys later. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. A big special shout out to my top March patrons: Drunk Binary, Spartan Omega, Palmer, Bloodbound92, Devos Sander, Angelic, F. Jensen, Fat Man on Deck, J. Eden, M. Dressel, Tharup, Blonde Damon, Corbett, Shankopotamus, T. Jarden, Bargain Glad, Natsuki, Disdain, Harry, Hamerato, J. Cutchell, and Winkler, RJ Pilot, Stoiler, Agent Rhino, Arcus, and Airborne Animal 7. There's many more, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you.